Hello, welcome to IT Expert YouTube video series. Today we are going to talk about Katalon Chrome extension for Record and Play. What is Katalon Record and Play? Katalon Recorder is the Selenium IDE-compatible record and playback tool for browser automation testing. You can use it to record, debug, execute managed test cases, and export test suites to multiple programming languages, such as C++, Java, Ruby, Python, Groovy, Robot Framework, etc. How is it different from Selenium IDE? Selenium IDE versus Katalon Automation Recorder. In the below figure, you can observe that all the features that were presented in Selenium IDE are also available in this Katalon tool. In fact, this Katalon tool has two more export languages: Robot Framework and Katalon Studio. It is also compatible with the Groovy programming language. Katalon Automation Recorder versus Selenium IDE. This tool is a great help for the teams who have been dependent heavily on Selenium IDE. It has a powerful IDE to record, debug, and playtests in Chrome Firefox browsers. How Katalon Chrome extension can be installed. Go to Chrome Web Store, find Katalon Recorder extension and click Add to Chrome button. After that, after a while, the Katalon icon will appear in the browser. If you click on it, the Katalon Recorder window of the extension will be displayed. What can be done using Katalon extension? 1. With this tool, you can capture the web elements and record the actions performed on the web app. It allows you to create new test cases, edit existing test cases, and play automated test cases. And, all this can be done very fast and easily. 2. All the Selenium commands are supported by this tool. 3. This tool is compatible with the latest versions of Firefox and Chrome browsers. 4. It works on Selenium 3 core engine. 5. Multiple test cases can be combined and arranged in IDE test suite and can be executed as a complete test suite. 6. Allows not only Katalon Studio users but also users of the obsolete Selenium IDE and other popular open source frameworks to record and playback automation tests. 7. Test cases can be imported into Katalon Studio. A completely free automation testing solution that is key-driven and data-driven, supports TDD or BDD testing, API testing, page object model, test management, test case recording, advanced scripting, parallel execution, C integrations and much more. 8. Existing Selenium IDE tests can be imported into Katalon Recorder using script mode and can be exported to the below languages and frameworks. Language: Groovy, corresponding framework, Katalon Studio. Language: Java, corresponding framework, WebDriver plus TestNG. Language: Java, corresponding framework, WebDriver plus JUnit. Language: Java, corresponding framework, WebDriver minus backend remote control plus JUnit. Corresponding framework, Robot Framework. Language: C++, corresponding framework, WebDriver plus NUnit. Language: Ruby, corresponding framework, WebDriver plus RSpec. Language: Python 2, corresponding framework, WebDriver plus unitest. How to create test steps using Katalon Record and Play plugin. Click on the New button and provide the test case name in the dialog box. Then, click OK. Click on the Add button and give the command you want to get executed. In the reference section as seen above, you will get the details of what the particular command does. Similarly, give subsequent commands to complete your test case. Once completed, click on the Play button to execute the test case. As seen in the above screenshot, the steps executed successfully are turned into green. The execution info along with the test case passed or failed status has appeared in the console area. How to export test steps using Katalon Record. Export. Clicking on this button takes you to the script mode where you can choose the language and framework. By default, Katalon Studio is selected. Here you can save the script. Clicking on the Save as File button in the above screenshot will allow you to save the script as a Groovy file. You can also observe here that corresponding to the commands you gave on the front end, you have got the code generated here. This is similar to the source section which we had in Selenium IDE. Benefits of using Katalon Record. This tool can be installed very easily and quickly. This tool is absolutely free. Easy to use. The reference section is very helpful as it tells you in detail about How each command works and when it should be used. Multiple languages and frameworks support make this tool more useful. Almost all the features that were present in Selenium IDE are preserved in this tool. In fact, I could see a few new commands added that were not available in Selenium IDE. This makes Automation Recorder even more powerful. This tool is a benefit for the testing teams, which relied heavily on Selenium IDE for their automation testing work. Found this better than other substitutes for Selenium IDE. For example, unlike Conto for Chrome, Katalon Recorder supports all the commands that were there in Selenium IDE. Compatible with the latest Firefox and Chrome browsers. It will be supported in upcoming versions as well. A few small bugs exist in the tool. However, these bugs stand nowhere in front of the great features. Ease of use and capabilities offered by this tool. Disadvantages of using Katalon Record. There are certain commands which are experimental as of now. For example, the send keys command is experimental. In the future, this might get replaced with the type keys command. So, we will have to update our test scripts accordingly in the future in case we are using any experimental commands. The option to specify the base URL is also not presented anywhere on the tool. This was a useful option in Selenium IDE, allowing test cases to be run across different domains. In Firefox, I found the settings button missing on the toolbar of Katalon Recorder. There are only 5 buttons present here as compared to 6 buttons in Chrome. There are certain other bugs as well which are presented in the tool. Interview questions. What is record and playback in testing? Record and playback is an approach that helps you automate UI tests without coding skills. In terms of test automation tools, record and playback typically refer to a couple of features for automated test case creation. Here how it works: the record feature will help you capture all the manual actions performed on your AUT. Turn them into runnable scripts. Then, with the playback feature, the recorded tests will be executed automatically. What are the benefits of record and playback in testing? Scriptless faster test creation. You do not need to know programming skills to record tests. Quick start for test automation. Many testing tools have included record and playback as built-in features. Hence you get an automated test in minutes. Flexible capabilities. Certain tools allow you to further use record capture test objects. Add steps to existing test cases, and record tests even on an active browser. Who will need record and playback for testing? Record and playback testing especially come in handy if you are manual testers transitioning to automated testing. But do not want to waste much time building frameworks and scripting. All you need to do is pick up a comprehensive testing tool and start from there. With record and playback, beginners can start automating simple logic test cases without having experience in coding. Once you have gotten familiar with recording tests, they can move on to modifying their tests with keywords or writing test scripts. How to use record and playback to create automated test cases from scratch. Setting up Katalon Studio. Step 1: Install Katalon Studio. Download and install the tool. It is easy to set up and completely free to use. Step 2: Create your first project. On the top menu, select File, New Project. A dialog will appear. Give your project a name, choose Web, give it a description optional, click OK. The UI of your project will look like this. Step 3: Create a new test case. Right-click on the test cases, then New. Choose Test Case to create one or folder to further put your test case in a folder. Recording tests using record and playback. Step 1: Click on the Record Web button on the top menu. A web recorder window will appear. If you expand all the sections in this window, the UI will look like this. On the left, the Recorded Actions section will list out all the steps you perform on the browser. On the right, the Captured Objects section will include all the details of the captured objects that you will interact with. Step 2: Enter the URL you want to test, then click the Record button on the top right corner to start recording. The web driver will then immediately open a browser and navigate to the predefined URL. Step 3: Perform all the test steps manually on the web page. Step 4: After finishing recording all the steps, click on the Stop Recording button next to the Record button. Then, click on the play icon to run them back for review. Step 5: If everything goes well, click on the Save Script button at the bottom. An Add Element to Object Repository dialog will pop up, asking whether you want to save these new captured test objects to the repository in a new folder. Just click OK. As a result, all the recorded steps and captured objects have been saved in your test case and repository, respectively. Step 6. Run your test case. During the execution, you can switch to the log viewer to see all the details of each step run, in which the green tick means successful execution while the red X indicates failure. How to reuse test assets to create new test cases with record and playback. You can also use record and playback to overwrite or add steps to an existing test case to create new cases. Step 1. Create a new test case, following the above steps. Step 2. Drag and drop the existing test case you want to reuse from the left into the New Test Case tab on the right. Step 3. Click on the Record Web button on the top menu to start recording new steps. A warning pop-up will appear, informing that this test case has not been saved yet. Click on OK to save its current state and continue. After that, a new confirmation box pops up, asking whether or not you want to continue recording. If you select No, I want a clean session, the existing steps will not be included in the Recorded Actions section, which means you will have to record them again. If you choose Yes in the confirmation pop-up, the existing steps will be included here. Step 4. Click on the play icon to run back all the existing steps. It will open a browser window and automatically perform all the predefined steps. Wait until it stops and then continue to perform the next actions manually on the same browser. Step 5. After finishing recording, click on Stop Recording, then play icon to run back the steps, then Save Script to save all the test steps and objects. Then, a confirmation pop-up will appear, asking whether you want to append or overwrite the recorded actions in this test case. If you click on Append the current test case, it will keep the existing step and continue adding all the recorded actions right below. Please note that this can result in a duplication of the first step. If you choose Overwrite the current test case, the recorded actions will replace all the existing step in the test case. So, there will not be any duplication. The result will be like this. We have successfully made a new test case by adding more steps to an existing one. Run this test and it shall pass as we expect. How to record tests on an active browser. Record and playback in Katalon Studio also allow you to record E2E tests right from your active Chrome or Firefox browser, where you are working on a particular screen. Step 1. Create another test case. Step 2. Hit the Record Web button, then click on the drop-down icon, then next to the Record button, then select active browsers Chrome or Firefox. A message will pop up, informing you that Katalon Recorder extension is required for capturing objects in active Chrome tabs that were not opened by Katalon Studio. For your information, Katalon Recorder is a lightweight automation tool for web browsers, like Selenium IDE. Step 3. Click on the Install Extension button. Follow the instructions, and you will be able to install it in no time. Then, remember to turn the extension on. Step 4. Choose Active Browsers again, then select Continue Recording if the Active Browser dialog pops up again. It will immediately navigate to your active browser where you are working on a particular screen. Step 5. Perform all the actions on your browser as a typical end user would on your active browser. After recording all the steps, click on the Stop Recording button, then Playback, then Save Script, like we have done in the previous examples. And that is basically how you can record tests on your active browser, using record and playback in Katalon Studio. Thank you for watching this video. We provide hands-on training with labs, homework, group projects, prepare you for the certification, provide real projects, internship opportunities, support you in Resume LinkedIn, staffing support, provide tech references, in-person online class retake options and more. Call us at 847-350-9034 for your free career consultation meeting. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for the latest videos.